slow down. What's the plan? How do we approach Rudy? What do we do, tackle him, accuse him, watch him squirm? I'd like to stay away from sexual manipulation. I mean, I'm not closed off to it because I'm good at it, but...
Okay, Mabel. I think there's been a misunderstanding here.
Oh, hey, are we attached to Mabel?
I'd say so.
It's just such an old person name, which we are not. So I think we can do better. What about, Mabel? Yes. Yes, it's giving elusive. It's giving mysterious. It's giving, where are you from and can I go there?
Bayport, Long Island, and no. Oliver and I found this tinsel in the sniper's nest. So I need to go to Rudy's and see if it matches any of the tinsel there without tipping him off.
What? We're just gonna go snoop on the Christmas freak? Ugh. We are a young woman of action. I say we go there and press his Christmas buttons and provoke him until he confesses.
Or he could kill us, because I don't know. He might be a killer. Do you want to know about Mabel? Mabel works alone.
Fine. Mabel doesn't stay where she's not wanted.
It's Mabel.
Oh, TV10 Podcast, episode 0505.
That's right, 505 episodes. You wanted this, so enjoy the fuck out of it.
I don't know if they wanted it.
Well,
it is being imposed upon them.
Imposed, demanded, wanted, needed.
Yeah, and at the top of the episode there, you've been keeping up on your Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, of course.
Eva Longoria.
Yeah.
Didn't know she could be this funny.
Yeah, that came out of left field, didn't it?
It's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. And let's see. And Zach Galifianakis?
Well, we knew he was funny.
Well, no, but it was kind of more, he could be a real dick.
Oh, yeah, he's very good at being a dick.
But between him and Martin Short, it's like, oh, I love this. I want to taste more of this.
Yeah.
That's how awesome this episode is. And the best part, look, I know you're going to do whatever it is to solve the murder. After 3 seasons, I'm just going to let this be. How meta is that shit?
Yeah. We are drinking something it sounds weird, but it works.
Yes. Well, first of all, we want to thank our fine sponsor, Ogden's Own Distillery, the Fine Proof
Still
Beers.
a sponsor, right?
They're still a sponsor.
Okay.
They give us the Porter's Imitation Peanut Butter Whiskey. So...
Which is fine on its own.
I mean, that's the only way to drink it. However,
not the only way anymore.
This is what happens when you experiment and then decide to go on the dark web. And by the dark web, we mean Reddit. Apparently, if you combine this with just Coca-Cola, it's almost like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Almost.
Yeah.
It's
mostly
so close.
Mostly it tastes like Coca-Cola and peanut butter whiskey.
You put my Coca-Cola in my peanut butter whiskey.
It is damn tasty. I'm shocked.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to say this to the Reese's people. This is our idea. You can't have it. Trademark. This is proprietary.
Will Arnett step the fuck off? Yeah. You can't have this.
Not even no, Job. You will not have this. You shall not pass.
Oh, we're kicking into fall TV now. There's like a shit ton of stuff happening, and I just want to mention that started the new season of The Old Man on FX and Hulu, and I'm having some trouble understanding Jeff Bridges. Got to turn on them subtitles.
Well, what's so problematic about the fact that he's talking like an old man?
Yeah, John Lithgow enunciating perfectly.
It's
Jeff Bridges, not so much.
It's not that hard to have John Lithgow talk and enunciate. He is theater trained.
Yes.
But, Jeff Bridges, I mean, he's like the dude if he really
Yeah.
got some military training.
Yeah. Coming up on Tuesday of this week, I believe this would be the first official broadcast new series premiere of the 2024-2025 season.
Okay.
If we make it to 2025.
Oh, yeah. It is going to be a shot in the dark. Oh, wait, too soon?
No, not at all. No. And High Potential. This is Caitlin Olsen.
Oh.
She plays she's a janitor at the police station. Mm-hmm. She's also pretty smart and pretty observant. She weighs in on a case, said, excuse me a minute, sir, and says, points out a very, basically cracks a case while she's just pushing a broom. And they said, we should hire you as a consultant. So here we have another quirky outsider, helps the cops solve cases kind of show.
And what's it called?
It's called High Potential. Monk, Elsbeth, all of them. These are all kind of the same thing.
Because cops are just so incompetent.
Because they can't solve anything on their own.
Which doesn't really play in real life.
Yeah.
That would be silly.
But this show, so far, pretty good. What I've seen, I like it. Caitlin Olsen can do no wrong. I would rather have another season of The Mick, but I guess we're getting this.
Now, I do have to ask, just because you are a purveyor of unbiased journalism.
Sure.
Is there some Always Sunny feelings permeating here in this review?
Well, Caitlin Olsen, she's always good.
Okay.
And this is pretty well written so far.
So what you're saying is we just got to blame this on the whiskey.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So that is High Potential on ABC, next day on Hulu. Check it out. It's worth it. It's got that sweet Dancing with the Stars lead in.
Okay. All right.
Dancing with the Stars, doink doink, as ever. Who the fuck are these people?
Apparently,
I don't even know who's on.
I guess there's somebody on there that just got out of jail and they're dancing with an ankle bracelet.
I was almost going to say Peter Navarro. That's a sign of being too extremely online, if I know who Peter Navarro is. No, we're talking about Anna Delvey.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know better than I do.
Yeah.
I just heard that and I just went, okay, what are we really classifying as a superstar at this point?
Well, I think she is better known than most of the other people on there.
True.
Yeah.
Well, if you follow murder and or true crime podcasts
And Netflix series.
Yeah.
Yes. Coming up on Wednesday. We've been waiting for this 2 years or more. 3 years. Agatha All Along.
Yes.
On Disney Plus, starring Catherine Hahn and Aubrey Plaza and Sashir Zamata.
I'm just here for Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
I'm here for Aubrey. That's it.
Yeah. So this is at the end of WandaVision back in 2021. Mm-hmm. Catherine Hahn's Agatha Harkness lost her powers, and now she's on the road to getting them back.
Okay.
She's walking the witch's road, whatever that is.
It's kind of like, I don't know, just traveling to Provo, I would imagine.
Okay.
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah. And that's on Wednesday on Disney Plus. Also on Wednesday on ABC. I guess I have to mention this: the Golden Bachelorette.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Why do we have to mention?
61-year-old Joan Vassos choosing from some geezers,
Okay.
some geezer quarters.
All right. And again, why am I caring?
Nah, you don't.
Okay.
Also,
Moving along.
also on Wednesday, the 47th season of Survivor.
Oh, okay.
We're back in Fiji again because we've run out of places to go.
What about Tahiti? I hear it's a magical place.
That's what I hear too. Yeah. And I believe this is the season where one of the guys, John Favreau from the Pod Save America podcast, the most annoying member of that podcast.
Who?
John Favreau. No relation to Iron Man director John Favreau.
Yeah, that would be very confusing.
I would rather see him on this than this guy.
So what you're saying is we got to get John Favreau on our podcast. That's all I'm hearing. At
The
this
good
point.
John Favreau,
Yeah, the good one.
not this fucking annoying. guy.
No.
And from the Stop Making Garbage People Famous archives, The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 5 on Thursday on Bravo.
Okay. What is this the jailhouse edition at this point?
I hope so. I hope so. I really do.
Which, by the way, that does bring up a question then. Does that somehow lead into and or merge with 90 Day Fiancé somehow? What's the one with the whatchamacallit? The jailhouse conjugal visits and marrying?
That is Love After Lockup.
That's the one. Yeah. So
We would have to ask Melissa Merlot about that.
okay, so we gotta get some special guest stars here. So I'm writing down. John.
I would like to hear what Melissa. Well, I think we've talked before with her about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Mm-hmm. She has not talked about Secret Lives of Morbid Wives with us.
Okay.
Which also believe Rebecca Frost is also watching, even though she doesn't watch these kind of shows. Somehow she got sucked into that one.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we need to stage an intervention?
No.
Are we at that point?
Well, it's only one season and about 6 or 8 episodes. I think she can survive that.
Still,
it's too much, but yeah.
You know, as a father, once they get hooked, it's like it's hard to wean them off.
Oh, you know what's the worst drug is? The worst best drug is? And Rebecca's been ahead of the curve on this for several years now.
Star Trek?
No. YouTube Premium.
Oh,
Just imagine all the YouTube with no ads whatsoever. Oh, my God. It happens for hours and hours and hours. I woke up. It's like, oh, it's already Sunday.
Yeah, look at it. Listen to this.
Yeah.
You hear that? That's me tapping that vein. I tapped
right into it. Oh, my God.
And you want to know why I finally succumbed to that?
Why?
It was real simple. Mike Lee ads.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I said to YouTube, I don't want to see it. They kept showing it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Fine. Take my money.
Yep. So it's going to be my place for music, podcasts, and endless videos and no ads, and I'll gladly pay for it.
I had no choice.
Before I tried it, I thought, oh, this is silly. How much better could this be? I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, and apparently I was hearing on the Nipper, NPR.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it is the most profitable. Well, it's the most seen streaming program out there.
Yeah, YouTube beats them all.
Yeah. Now it's part of what's it called? Alphabet, which has Google into
Google. Yep.
Now, whether it's turning a profit, hard to say, but I can say it pretty easily. Not so much. And you know why? The answer is you don't have enough TV Tan podcast on there.
True.
So
well, we're on there.
But here's the thing:
we're on YouTube and we're on YouTube Music.
We're not sponsored by them. So what I'm saying,
do they sponsor anybody?
I don't know, but I just have 2 words for them: money, please.
Okay. Thursday. Colin Farrell is back as the Penguin.
Oh, God. I never thought I would say I want to see more of the Penguin. Here we are.
Yep. The Penguin from 2022's The Batman movie. The one with Robert Pattinson.
I know. I never thought I would say that was a good Batman movie. But again.
I'm still of the opinion that Batman Returns with Michelle Pfeiffer and Danny DeVito, still the best Batman.
It's a good Christmas movie.
It's a great Christmas movie.
Great Christmas movie. I will say, though, that Matt Reeves, the director of The Batman, really just went dark into this, and now this is just a continuation of that.
We're focusing on the Penguin, Oz Cobb, as his Oswald Cobblepot, now known as Oz Cobb. I guess it's easier to say. Yeah. And Colin Farrell virtually unrecognizable in the makeup.
Yeah.
And this focuses on him, and I'd say this is more Sopranos and superhero series.
Yeah.
It's very, very mobbed up. He's going to be the mob king of Gotham, if he can get past Kristen Milioti, who is a mob heiress who's just got out of Arkham.
She is the daughter of the deceased Carmine Falcone. Mm-hmm. Which I thought was kind of weird because I thought, what's her name? Zoe Kravitz was the daughter of Carmine Falcone from the Batman movie. But then I realized, shut up, nerd. You're just overthinking this.
You're thinking too much.
Yeah.
And this is an 8-episode series on HBO and Max.
Okay.
It's not a Max exclusive. It's on both of them.
Okay.
And, Kristen Milioti. And it's going to premiere on Thursday, then move to Sunday nights.
Can I just say, Colin Farrell is just having a great moment when it comes to TV.
You may have seen some interviews where he's like, man, I hope I don't ever have to put on that fat suit again.
Actually, we have an audio clip right there. I really didn't like the fucking outfit. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hope never to do it again.
Yeah.
I'd rather do Sugar if I could.
So, Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
He has an anime,
Oh, dear.
Twilight of the Gods.
Oh, God.
It's it's the Norse gods. You got Thor, Odin, etc. And voiced by Lauren Cohen, Jamie Chung, Peter Stormare, Corey Stoll.
How many hours is this?
I believe this is an 8-episode series as well.
So, in other words, still way too fucking long.
Yeah, but it's got violence, blood, and nudity.
Okay.
All the things you want in a cartoon.
It has Zeus and what else?
Thor and Odin.
Oh, so they're going Norse.
Norse
Okay.
mythology, yeah.
Only question, and this is important.
Because your only Zeus is Jeff Goldblum. The only Zeus that matters.
Sure, well, that goes without saying.
Yes.
If they're gonna do Thor and Odin and all that, any Led Zeppelin. I mean, that is and it's not just because we're in the middle of September, but it bears to ask.
Can't quite do it.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. Don't strain yourself, Perry Farrell.
Who would have thought after how many years? 40 years of Jane's Addiction. Now all of a sudden the band's too loud. Just now the band's too loud.
You probably saw the. Hold that thought here. See, kids, what we're trying to say is over the weekend, Jane's Addiction had a show in Boston, and I guess Pharrell had a moment, and he took a punch to Navarro.
Yeah, first he shoulder checked him, then he punched him.
Well, he punched his guitar, from what I could tell.
Oh wow! Oh,
and then
how dare you?
Yeah, and of course their original bassist Eric Avey just pulled him off, and then I guess got him in a headlock. It was hard to tell.
Got him in a headlock. Punched him in the gut a couple times. Apparently.
Yeah. So what we're trying to say is, no matter how much you want to give shit to your bassist, don't.
He's got your back. I think this is the perfect time. We're going off on a tangent here. Back in 1994, Dave Navarro, Eric Avery, the bass player, and a drummer whose name I don't recall.
Who cares?
They got together and recorded one of the best Jane's Addiction album that is not a Jane's Addiction album. It's called Deconstruction.
Oh, okay.
And it's
that's not Porno for Pyros, is it?
No, not Porno for Pyros.
Okay.
This was a much less. They only did one album. I don't think they ever played live anywhere, and it's out of print. You can only watch it on YouTube.
Really?
Thank God for YouTube Premium.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a CD over here.
Okay.
As well, yeah.
Jesus Christ!
It's-
I didn't even know that.
It's long out of print, and it's a fantastic album. You should go get it, and I think they should put that back together and do that.
They probably will, because this reunion tournament, this reunion tour.
Yeah, yeah. I was interested in going because Love and Rockets are opening this tour, Jane's Addiction and Love and Rockets, and it's coming to the Sandy Amphitheater. These are all good things, but then I saw it costs $100 just to sit on the grass way in the back.
Fuck that noise.
Fuck that.
Yeah, if a band is worth that much,
if the tour even continues, it may not.
That's the X factor right there. And
Yeah.
I liked one of the joke headlines. Dave Navarro surprised that nobody took a swing at him sooner. Well, if only for Ink Master, I mean,
Yeah.
that's just grounds right
Well, at
there.
least he's got that to fall back on.
He's got Ink Master money.
Yeah. Also on Thursday, I don't know who asked for this, but as a Ryan Murphy's, remember a Dahmer Monster from a couple years ago?
Oh, yeah.
The true story true crime biopic thing.
Yeah.
Was pretty good actually. Ryan Murphy's back with Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the guys they got, these are nobodies. Alexander Chavez and Cooper Koch, they play Eric and Lyle, and they look like Eric and Lyle. Good God, they look like Eric and Lyle Menendez.
Now, there was a Menendez brothers, I guess, made-for-TV series way back when.
Was it a series or a movie?
I want to say...
I do remember this.
I want to say it was a series, and if I remember correctly, and I think I got this right, Edward James Olmos was involved.
Can you look that up?
I'm looking it up as I speak.
Now this is killing me, not knowing what that was. But this also stars Chloe Sevigny.
Uh-huh.
And Javier Bardem as the parents of Eric and Lyle.
Yeah, that would just make me want to kill my parents, too, if they were my
also in here are Nathan Lane, Ari Grainer, Paul Adelstein. And directors of the various episodes include, one of them is Max Winkler.
Okay. Pause on that for a moment.
Yeah.
Found it.
Okay. What is it?
Menendez, A Killing in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
Starring Edward James Olmos, and I forgot about this. Beverly D'Angelo.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was when?
1994.
Okay, I remember this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but as far as, it's hung out of print. And
I'll bet it's on YouTube. Everything is.
yeah.
Going all the way to Sunday. By the way, on Saturday nights, you should check out live or record Have I Got News for You?
I saw that the
on
other day.
CNN, hosted by Roy Wood Jr. The first episode, pretty good. I think it could get better.
Yeah, I think I like this first episode for the fact that Robin Thede of a Black Lady Sketch Show.
Yeah.
Best laugh ever.
Oh yeah. And she was laughing her ass off at everything.
Oh God, and especially when she heard that what's his name, Lenny Kravitz hasn't had sex in a while. She was like, Lenny, baby, let me help. I'm sorry about what happened.
Yeah.
Let me help you out.
So you got Roy Wood Jr. in the center, and you got your team captains Amber Ruffin and Michael Ian Black, and the other guest on here besides Robin Thede was Matt Welch. He's a journalist. He's also part of the Fifth Column podcast.
Oh, okay.
Really smart guy.
Yeah.
And imagine being thrown in with these killer comedians, and you're the journalist guy trying to keep up. That'll be rough, but he did well.
I don't think he was intimidated. He just went, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah, but Robin Thede and Amber Ruffin revealed themselves as not being too extremely online because I envy them. Much like the living will envy the dead, that they have no idea who Laura Loomer is.
Yeah,
which is like, oh, good for you.
I wish I didn't even know that as well. And that's
when I got every reference on the show, I know I'm far too online, and
Yeah.
so was Michael Ian Black.
Yeah,
He knew them all too.
Yeah, I know I'm online too much as well. Unfortunately, like you, it's our jorbs.
Yeah.
But what do we have to do? Oh, I know. Maybe we need to tone down Reddit for a while.
But at what cost? Yeah. Anyway, going all the way to Sunday, From is back, Harold Perrineau. And this is the third season on MGM Plus. You can watch the previous two seasons on, I believe, on Prime Video. Prime Video owns MGM and MGM Plus. Therefore, they're making it available because you're not going to subscribe to MGM Plus.
So what we're saying, folks, is wait until MGM folds into Prime Video.
Which
and
it will eventually happen.
Yeah. You want to get the over-under on 6 months, or is that being too generous?
Maybe a year.
You think a year?
Maybe a year.
I'll tell you what. I'll meet you in the middle. Let's say year and a half.
Okay, this is the horror series where hapless travelers get off the interstate, go to this small town, and realize we can't get the fuck out. You take the road out of town, you comes right back into town. Right. You're stuck here in this town. Meanwhile, there are monsters that come out at night that will eat your face.
Right.
So it's a fun series.
Yeah. It's like Wayward Pines, but not as thinky.
Yeah. Wayward Pines was good for one season. Then they tried to do a second, and it just fucked it all up.
Right. So like Heroes before it,
Yeah.
You just got to know when to say when, folks.
Also on Sunday on CBS, Matlock. Kathy Bates is Matlock.
Okay.
And the joke here is, which I think is a pretty smart way around it, she's not related to the original Andy Griffith Matlock at all.
Right.
It's just a pure coincidence. That's her name. And she makes a joke about it, like that old TV show. So that's the way they get around it right there.
Okay. I could just see the exec meetings there. Why don't we, it's kind of like the old Simpsons joke. Why don't we get the original actor from Matlock? I keep telling you he's just too old to play that again. Also, he's dead.
Yeah,
Granted,
yeah. And this is another Sunday night crime show. We got The Equalizer.
Yep.
And maybe an NCIS. I don't remember.
It's good odds. Let's just say yes.
Maybe they resurrected LA Law. I don't know. But anyway, that's a Sunday night. Also on Sunday night, a special sneak peek preview before it moves on to Mondays right after Fox NFL Sunday. Rescue High Surf.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I did see this.
It's Baywatch.
Yeah. Thank you. It's not me. It's not me.
It's Baywatch, but serious Baywatch. Because this is from director John Wells. He did ER, did The West Wing, did Shameless.
Yawn.
Yeah. Well, come on, Shameless.
Well, okay. I again, it's the genius juice that's making you biased there.
Yeah. So this is part. First of all, really, 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 really ridiculously good-looking people, and amazing scenery.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only seen like a few promos for this so far. It seems like they've shot the shit out of this to get all the scenery in.
Yeah. Bigger question, and I know how this is going to sound. I'm going to stick with this.
Sure.
Which of the starlets is just going to appear in Playboy? Let's just go there. I mean,
I don't think it's a thing anymore.
really?
Playboy? Nah. No one cares about Playboy anymore.
I disagree with you there.
They can start an OnlyFans.
Okay, that's a good point. So
Yeah.
you win.
And I'm checking in here. We don't have any. Don't seem to have any winners on the Emmys. Which I'm thinking, if you give a shit about the Emmys, you will know before we could tell you.
The only thing I care about is the fact that we are not nominated or even considered for best podcast. And I know the problem.
The category doesn't exist.
It does exist.
What?
It does exist.
Where?
It's in there. But here's the problem. The bear stole it from us. It's all about the bear. I mean, what am I supposed to do at this point?
Oh, lead actor in a comedy. We have one.
Oh, what do we have?
Jeremy Allen White.
Of course.
For The Bear.
Of course.
There's one winner.
Yeah.
I don't see any more here.
Okay. So once again,
actor in a supporting actor in a comedy series. Again, this makes no sense. Oh no, this isn't drama. Billy Crudup for The Morning Show.
Oh, huh?
I don't. I think there are better nominees than him for this, but okay, whatever.
All right. Well, let's go with that.
Elizabeth Debicki won for The Crown.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah, and yeah, who cares?
Yeah. Again, what we're saying is to the Emmy board, just write us in. Just give the awards to us. We ask so little.
Stop the steal.
I would say that, but again, I don't want to feel like I'm going to be worrying about my life on a golf course anytime soon. So
They're eating the dogs.
I have a concept of a plan.
I didn't listen to the Morning Zoo after the debate. Mm-hmm. I wonder if they dug up the old Sopranos. This is Tippy, my dog. Soundbite.
I can't
I'll
remember.
bet they did.
I'm gonna assume they did as well. So
I'll ask him.
This is Tippy. He's my dog.
Then I'll ask them, and then it'll be revealed. I don't really listen to the show except when I'm on it. So there you go. Sorry about that.
But to be fair, how often do they listen to us?
No, they don't.
That's my point.
Nope.
I mean, I hooked the bait on last week. Mm-hmm. Nothing. So
okay.
yeah.
And yeah, that's it. busy week so far.
Oh, it's going to get busier.
I know.
So,
And but in the meantime, I think it's time for some.
I think you need to hit my music.
It's sponsored Tommy Milagro. Go team!
From the sports desk of the TV Time podcast, we deliver to you only the sport of professional wrestling, and the word is.
I don't know if you saw.
What did I see?
I did a journalism and I wrote an article about all the WWE upheaval for CableTV.com, where all your shit is moving to.
Yes. Oh, well, I want to lead in with you on that. So actually, why don't you take it away? Which you can see at what was it? CableTV.
CableTV.com. I posted it out on my socials, and it's about SmackDown moved back to USA.
Yes.
And Raw is moving to Netflix in January. And as of October, they're going to cut it down from 3 hours to 2 on USA.
Yes, thank God.
And NXT is going to the CW.
That won't be until October.
October 1st.
Right.
And shows like WWE Main Event, the oft-forgotten one on Hulu, which is basically just a show that is taped before Raw happens. And also there's NXT Main Event or whatever that remains wherever it is right now. I think it's on Peacock.
Yeah, you flocked to the cock for that one.
Yeah. So lots of changes at WWE, and I saw on SmackDown Triple H himself, by the way, doing a Drew Carey marathon the other day. Saw Triple H on the Drew Carey show in the 90s.
When he had all his hair.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
He was a pro wrestler they brought in to endorse Buzz Beer.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
I know he tried to do acting for a hot minute, and then somewhere he just went, nope, this isn't for me.
Well, as an actor, he was a fine pro wrestler on the Drew Carey show for that one episode.
Actually, and that's a great segue I want to lead into. This little part is part of the daily diatribe on the news and rumor section of slamwrestling.net. You know, I write for them.
That's what I hear, yeah.
I mean, it's not like I have an MBA.
Yeah.
So, but we mentioned it was mentioned this. It was just a few years ago when Triple H made this public statement about blood in pro wrestling. He said at the time, quote, "The world has changed. The world has evolved. I don't think it's necessary. If we have talent that gets cut open, usually you'll see them roll out and they'll get looked at to make sure that there's nothing dangerous. I'm just of the opinion right now, given the state of the world and the pandemic, and at the end of the day, what we do is dangerous enough without intentionally making it more dangerous. Yes, we did for a long period of time, but we've changed that practice, and it's irresponsible to go back." Meanwhile,
we're not going back.
Here's where it gets funny.
If you're not going blood,
well, you would think.
Write that down.
Not going blood.
We're not going blood. Okay. We're not going blood. Jean Smart, Hacks winner for lead actress in a comedy series.
All right.
Just slipping that in there.
Thank you. If you watched the premiere of SmackDown on the USA Network last night, Cody Rhodes was busted open in his cage match with Solo Sikoa, and WWE even has the entire unedited match on its site and YouTube. And apparently, now you know this happens in wrestling crowds. Sometimes you hear, "Holy shit, holy shit." Didn't get bleeped out. So
well, it's on cable.
Yeah. So, and now the speculation is this, and again, quote, "Perhaps it's the influence of being the sister company of UFC. Perhaps it's the influence of AEW. Perhaps Triple H understands that, yes, here and there, used liberally, blood can enhance a moment or a match. I guess it isn't so irresponsible, after all, to go back." But speaking of that, things we're going back to the well for, Heels, which is also on Netflix here.
The first 2 seasons from Stars.
Which we're, as we're recording live on air, September 15th, they are available to watch on something that's, what's the word I'm looking for? Popular. And you get a chance to see all the episodes in all its glory. Now, we've talked about it. We told you need to watch it harder.
Yeah, it was an exercise in futility, telling people to flock to stars.
Yeah. We realized our folly, which that reminds me, is the stars still in the corner? I haven't checked in a while.
Well, I get stars because, well, cabletv.com is footing the bill on that.
Okay.
And several other streaming services I probably would not pay for myself.
Yeah. I mean, granted, yeah, you have
And I can't remember the last time I watched stars for anything.
Oh, I know. I remember why for me, and that's why they are dead to me.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
Yes.
Anyway, but speaking of also things appearing on Netflix, though, the Vince McMahon documentary is going to be debuting in September 25th. So mark that down on your calendars. So this is a docu-series.
Well, there's a lot to cover.
Well-
You couldn't do it in just one documentary movie.
Yeah, so this show will have 6 60-minute episodes, and it was directed by Chris Smith.
And who is this for? What network is this going to be on?
This is on Netflix.
Netflix, okay.
Yeah, and this is the show. Netflix described the show as McMahon's Chronicles. Mr. McMahon chronicles the rise and fall of Vince McMahon, controversial businessman and co-founder of WWE, from his transformation of the WWE to a small regional business into a global entertainment powerhouse. Blah blah blah. I mean, this subject has pretty much been covered ad nauseum from ABC to fucking Vice. I don't know.
Don't forget the Behind the Bastards podcast.
Oh,
Which did at least 6 episodes on it.
yeah, and apparently, and this is the other part that kills me. And again, this is from Netflix. The goal behind Mr. McMahon was to pull back the curtain and reveal the true Vince McMahon, obscured beneath the persona he presented to the world.
Well, I don't know. I think we were pretty well aware that he sucked.
Well, as a human being, you were right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're kind of wondering what would
I think if you're into wrestling, you were well aware of what Vince was all about.
Oh yeah, yeah. So basically, this is for everybody else. But
Is there such a thing as a casual wrestling fan?
yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
You
I guess I would be one.
well, you're a little more into it than I am. You're a little more dialed in. It's kind of like that. Let me translate this easily into your world. It's kind of like that one fan that says, I don't know if I like Jane's Addiction, but 311's just the tops. That's the kind of person that
hurts. Oh, God.
Sorry. That was...
Oh, that's a body blow. Oh, my God.
You know the person I'm talking about.
Ouch.
That's who it's dialed for. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. Which,
I'm going to need to take a knee on this one. Oh, my God.
yeah, you're going to need a drink because of this. And this is where I'm going to end it with, because Logan Paul...
Oh, God.
Just
we have to end on Logan Paul.
There's a reason behind this.
Okay.
But...
Did he get killed?
Not yet.
Did Mike Tyson kill him?
No. You're thinking of his brother, Jake Paul.
Could he
And
just
not yet.
Could he just take both of them out? Twofer?
Please don't threaten me with a good time.
That's-
Don't threaten me with a good time.
That's a pay-per-view I would shell out for.
Oh, I would. we
Yeah.
I think we need to talk to TKO Productions and UFC. Anyway, writing down that idea.
Okay, this kind of fucks with your financial plan, in the long term. But think of the short-term gains we could get by killing both of the Pauls
I mean,
on a pay-per-view.
this is a $2 billion with a B idea.
Yeah.
And you kill two birds literally with one motherfucking stone hands. It's that simple, gentlemen.
Kill 2 dicks with 1 stone.
Nope, can't write
Nope.
that down. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Logan Paul responded to some criticism about Kevin Nash here. Kevin Nash from back in the day from WCW.
How's he coming up in all this?
Yeah. So basically, this is how it started out. So Kevin Nash on his Click This podcast.
Of course he has a podcast.
Of course he does. He said that Paul was not one of the boys, and he said, quote, where would he learn that shit at? Where's he fucking going up and down the road fucking talking about our fucking jargon in the building? Everybody's in their own fucking motor coach. There's no fucking interaction. There's no socialization. You don't become one of the boys just because you're around them. That motherfucker, from what I've heard, he's making like $5 million for limited fucking. And those other motherfuckers are out there making house shows. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck how many people are following you. So, he's had some other choice words about Donald Trump as well, if you follow him on Twitter as well.
Okay.
Now, Paul has responded with the video titled Not at Work. He said, quote, I said, damn, who is Kevin Nash? And I mean that. I'm unfamiliar with this guy, which I think is his problem. I'm not as versed in the WWE and wrestling as maybe I should be, as my peers are. But then how am I so much better than all of them? I don't have all the answers to these questions. It is a question. I don't know how I could be the best in the WWE, or at least one of the best. I'm like assuredly a top fiver, and I don't even do it full time. So basically what we're trying to say here, folks, is if you had doubts about the Paul brothers, this should settle it right there.
Yeah.
They are human douche canoes. Why are you supporting these douche canoes? And yes, we're saying this on a podcast. We are confirming what is already known. So what we're finally saying is, Dana White, I have a great idea for a main event here. It's a bit of a handicap for the Paul brothers, really.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
But it'll be the tops here, and I'm only proposing this because why? It's sports.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team!
I'm kind of liking that. Thank you.
It's a fun little button there.
Yeah, it's a very nice button.
Also, during my research on the WWE, there's a rumor out there, which is the wrestling news site Revel in. The rumors
What's the rumor?
that Saturday night's main event
We talked about it last time, yeah.
returning to NBC on Saturday nights, of course, possibly in December.
Yeah, we talked about that. So, again, nothing's been confirmed. It's only speculation at this point.
I did not find that on slamwrestling.net.
It was in the news and rumors section.
Did I? I looked. I didn't find it.
It's a fast cycle, man. You gotta keep the fuck up, man. You gotta keep the fuck up.
Well, other places had it before Slam.
But that's okay. There's a reason why they're who they are. Yes, and I am a little biased in that aspect right there.
All right, fine.
But to be fair, because of what I said earlier, touche.
Yes. All right, let's tell the people what they should be watching harder and get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna lead with Have I Got News for You on CNN Saturday nights.
Okay.
I believe it also is available on Max.
Yep. The next day.
Yeah, and The Old Man. Even despite the Jeff Bridges
Mumble.
Lost in translation. There.
It's Mumblecore.
Mumblecore, yeah. Him and Offset. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to say Tulsa King, which as we're recording line of
new season dropped today as we're recording, yeah.
And the Big Bad, we've seen him before from many a show. I'm blanking on the
Is it Neil McDonough?
Is he the guy with the blue eyes and the
white hair?
Yeah.
Neil McDonough? Yeah, he's always a good villain.
He plays douche just wonderfully.
I mean, he did a stint on Justified.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Pretty much every other crime show.
It's kind of like it's pretty much where it's gotten to the point people are going, who can play up the power of douche nozzlery? Neil McDonough.
This motherfucker, yeah.
And
also the new season of both these are on Hulu. The new season of Futurama is fucking fantastic, and the new season of Only Murders in the Building, also fucking fantastic.
I'm gonna also add English Teacher. You need to watch it. Yeah.
It's really funny. Fuck.
God, I can't believe how ridiculously awesome this
Had
is.
no expectations for that show.
So what we're saying is, if you're a teacher and you're thinking nobody's gonna relate to this, we got the show for you. You should watch this.
Yeah, it's basically it's Abbott Elementary with the swears.
Yeah.
And no documentary style filming.
Yeah, and no laugh track. That's the important.
No
thing.
laugh track, and it's still very funny. And Kite Man. Hell yeah.
Finished up its season. Is there going to be more? Do we know?
Who knows?
But
Don't know.
Just
Not yet.
Just binge it along with Harley Quinn.
That is
You
on
need that?
on Max. Mm-hmm. And also, we have another Bear win here. Ebon Moss-Bachrach, Best Supporting Actor. The Bear. Cousin. Yeah.
Also, I'm just going to add in there the Rings of Power. It's there. So
Feels like homework.
it does. But I got to be a completist about this. I got to figure out why the fuck nobody figured out about Sauron. Now I know.
Supporting actress in a comedy series. Liza Colon-Zayas, The Bear.
Okay.
Looks like it's going to be a bear sweep.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can't imagine why. I wonder how much of the audience is going, this motherfucking show.
Wouldn't really call it a comedy. Meanwhile, I think we mentioned it last week. Fallout's up in drama. Fallout's more of a comedy than The Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only because of the genius of Walton Goggins. Which, by the way, was he even nominated?
He was.
And...
Don't know yet.
Okay, fine. All right. And let's see. What other things can we recommend at this point?
I think we're good there. We want to thank our sponsor, Ogden's Own Distillery, specifically the Porter's Peanut Butter Whiskey.
Yep.
Which weirdly mixes well with a Coke.
Or you could just try it straight up. Either
It's
way.
good. It's good straight, too.
Yeah. But the important thing is you should support some of our other fine sponsors. Why, you should try a little bit of Sugar House Distillery. I guess they've got a big to-do happening in the Sugar House area proper.
What?
You didn't see this on their Instagram?
I must have missed it. What's going on?
Apparently they're going to be doing something at a new location. I think they're still keeping their old location, but they're doing something new.
Okay.
So follow them on their Instagram.
I got to find out what's going on here.
That's on SH Distillery.
Yep.
Of course, you should also follow Outlaw Distillery. They got some great drinks there for bourbon, some rum. They even got vodka. We like vodka. And, of course, if you just, it's football season, you want a beer, you should go to Bohemian Brewery. They got tons of beers, and they are perfect for watching football. That is the only way to enjoy it. Of course, if you want to, you should also go to Boostique. They got some great stuff to mix, some great glassware. They even have non-alcoholic drinks, so have a couple of drinks on them. I think that's the best way to do it. But most importantly, you should tell them TV Tan Podcast sent you. Just rock up there, plop down some money, tell them TV Tan Podcast sent you. Or if you don't feel like talking, that's fine. Just buy one of our T-shirts. We still have them. I don't know why, but you are needing some good gifts here because the holidays are approaching here, especially for Halloween. So why don't you get a T-shirt and say you're a TV Tan Podcast fan? Greatest costume ever.
Sugar House Distillery moving into the Sugar House Station with a bunch of restaurants and coffee joints. And, so Sugar House Distillery will actually be in Sugar House.
That's right.
Not South Salt Lake.
I think what we're trying to say is we found our next remote opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll put
Do you think they'd let us in Sugar House?
Come on, it's James.
We're riffraff.
It's James.
Okay. So that's our in. Okay.
Yeah. That's the only answer I have. And I think that's good enough at this point here.
All right. So. This has been TV Tan Podcast episode 0505. Reach out to us. Should always mention it at the top of the show, but I always forget. TV Tan Podcast on the Facebook, the Instagram, the Threads, the Blue Sky. What am I forgetting?
Twitter.
Gmail, Twitter? Yeah.
X. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And TV10podcast@gmail.com. That's how you can just write to us in an email, if you're a grandpa. So I think that covers it all.
Yep. All right.
We'll have some more interesting guests coming our way. Maybe. Who knows?
All right.
But until then, that's you.
Go ahead.
Well, you better say goodnight here.
Good night, America.
And jiggle that handle. It's time to flush.
There's only me and my TV
I
off on the wrong foot. Can we start over?
Yeah, my ass is looking good. Look at that.
I see you've mastered my morning mantra. We Putnams are known for our dump trucks. No wonder they cast you. So, what I like to do is work from the outside in. What would the character wear? How do their clothes make you feel?
I'm more of an inside-out guy. I read the inside of the script, and then I say the words outside of my mouth.
Ah, I see.
Pretty easy.
Yeah.
Weren't we supposed to be doing something with a ham radio?
Oh, no, any idiot can do that.
Hello? My ears are burning. Huh. So you're who they cast. Well, I can see why. I mean, where else would they have found bearded comic relief?
Yeah, but jealousy and yellow are not good colors on you. Also, the pig
Was found wandering the halls, very depressed. But we're gonna cheer you up and have a great day, isn't that right, Natalie Porkman? I'm guessing names and waiting for a reaction.
George Swinebrenner.
She's obviously a she, funny man.
Gloria Swinem, then.